Hey crew, Mark Hanmaker here. Let's talk a little bit about a sprawling drill. We've got a upcoming some material coming up instructional. It's got 362, 63 solo grappling drills. Because we have to face it most of the time. Most of us, whenever we're going to be grappling, playing the game, training partners can be scarce as hen's teeth. So we're going to have more solo time to play. And these drills cover many gambits here. One thing we're talking about here is a little bit of what we call a D scraper. You'll know why we're just saying D here in just a few moments. It's a version of a sprawl drill. There's many drills. I think we've got 18 versions of a sprawl drill goes on there. But you need to have your sprawls from all different area-wise. One of the primary defenses for anyone who's looking to get any kind of lower work on you. Just not the shot. It's just someone trying to hook up a leg and hang on the single, get any kind of lower body control, and also provides you with some, not just the defense, it provides you with proper position for your hips to have a nice drive through. Because remember, we're not pinning people. You're learning how to hip right with everything that's going on. The D-scraper, the way to do this particular drill is you're going to be doing it from a very, very low position. It's not the lowest you can go. There's actually even lower than this. You're going to come from a deep squat position. So I would be up into the deep squat, sitting as such. My hands would be the inside, good wrestling position. Am I saying this is how you're going to be wrestling? You're going to start out in the squat position so somebody just reach out and tip you over? No, of course not. This is the context of the drill, but still, even when you're doing the drill formulation, we want to make sure we're setting up, we're still having some mechanically sound principles. And one of the principles we want to have is the fact that all the weight should be going through the inside balls of the feet. Again, if the hand is the correlate for my foot right now, big toe, little toe, balls of the feet up here, inside ball of the foot, outside ball of the foot. I want my weight right here. I'm thinking this. I'm not trying to balance on it, but that's where my weight has got to push on it. This is very not similar. It's exactly the same thing that you're doing as a boxer. Again, that's what you are as a combination man. A skilled boxer, a skilled wrestler. I'm talking about someone who can smash and crush and hit wonderfully, but we want the mechanics to be as similar and all pervasive and permeating as possible, so you're a Mobius strip of a fighter where you're able to weave these things wonderfully. So we've discussed many times about where your hooking power is going to be coming from this inside ball of the feet. Same thing here. If my weight is kind of moving more to the outside right here, that tip we talked about pushing someone over is far easier. If my weight is thinking about, I'm actively pushing through those inside balls of the feet. It allows me to launch forward if need be. It makes me a little bit less on that tip. Again, this isn't the fighting stance we're talking about, but even when we come to the deep squat, this is what we're talking about. We would have those hands to the inside of the knees, just like if you were standing up, the correlate, boom, everything stays the same in your fight. You don't switch things up when you're boxing and wrestling. You're keeping all the things as standard as possible. Now from here, you want to hit that D-scraper sprawl, which is exactly what it sounds like. You want to hit a sprawl. So I move from here, hands will hit the mat, and I will sprawl the legs back. Now whenever you're sprawling, things to keep in mind, major mistakes. One is looking down. Why? Because that means every curvature in the cervical vertebra, the thoracic vertebra, means that my hips rise up a little bit. Means I'm going to give you this side view right here and forget it. But so here, I've got hips down, but anytime I have to look down a little bit, even a ½ inch rise of the hips means weight is coming off from the person. And if we're assuming they're reaching for my legs, or if I'm just trying to put hips through and drive them, trying to look at them at the same time, steals my power. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm a 65. I need all I can get. Whatever class you are, you're always trying to play at the top of your game. So you want to push through. So do not look down. Don't sag whatsoever. The other thing you want to do when you throw those legs out is don't dig the toes in. You're going to go dead feet, which means it's going to be, watch these insteps. Sprawl back. They're down here. There's not in here because people think, well, we'll just dig through with the toes and give it more hip. If someone has been diving for your hips and driving into you and grabbing, and they are very strong, bigger than you, and they've got the drive going into you, any screw up in your sprawl means exactly what would happen at a dive bomb or push-up. Look at this. Imagine someone's grabbing my legs and driving, and I've got the balls of the feet in. It drives me up over the balls of the feet. If I've got the insteps down, it gives me this slide back. So that means they're still pushing against me. My sprawl integrity remains. And they're also pushing against me and that friction coefficient against the mat at the same time. So you will sprawl to the dead feet position as opposed to lie. The difference between here again, this is dead feet, instep, live feet, quicker to move around. Now, we still haven't done the entire D-scraper sprawl, so which means we move from the deep squat. We will sprawl immediately, head up, proper mechanics, also with the dead feet. So it's, and we immediately right back to this squatting position with the weight to the inside balls of the feet. It's one iteration, sure. You're going to hit your major mini reps of it to find it. And again, you do this right, and you'll get an idea why it's called the D-scraper, but gives you nice mechanics on it. Or if you want all more deep in the weeds stuff we do with our grappling and our boxing and our old school frontier rough and tumble, head to the website www.extremeselfprotection.com for all the weeds of this old historical stuff, what is historically accurate and viciously verified. I appreciate you putting your eyes on this. Take care of yourself. I love these hosses of yore, and I love you for taking a look at this. Here goes my thumb.